good comment here. He talks about, especially with social media, customers expect fast reaction and communication to their feedback and needs, or they get frustrated and go elsewhere. And all the niche marketing strategies in the world won't work if you are not listening, which is back to people, taking care of your people, knowing who your product is, finding their pain, finding their problem, and genuinely serving them and taking care of them. And if you're not doing that, you're missing the ultimate business fundamental there is, which is take care of your clients and create loyal clients by serving their needs. Well, what else about the 3 Ps?
Well,
go ahead, please.
You just okay. Can you hear me now?
Yep, we're good.
Am I on? Okay. I'm sorry. I keep when we go to commercial, I seem to have a little glitch there. One of the things that I wanted to point out that you just said, and it was so important in the social media area that our listener just pointed out, and that is if you're not listening, and that intentionally listening. It's one thing to hear someone, but if you're not listening to what they're saying, we can all hear noise. We can all hear because of the function of our eardrums, but that doesn't mean we're listening and processing and responding. And that is such a key point, especially in our fast digital world. And something that is a byproduct of understanding your purpose, and this goes very much to your work, Jonathan, and how you help people with getting rid of the head trash. One of the things that when you become convinced of your purpose and you understand your purpose and that remains your focus, then you're much more capable of listening to other people because your head is clear. You're not trying to promote yourself. You're not trying to get your needs met. That's taken care of because you know what your purpose is. So when you're listening or hearing, you now become a better listener because you understand your purpose. And again, that goes to the point that you pointed out, that this is not a linear process, but a circular or a cyclical process of building one on the other. Understanding your purpose makes you better able not only to define the people, but then to have a relationship and listen to the people. But then as you listen to them, will help you improve your product or service, which then takes you back to defining and refining your purpose. And we go on a much, much higher level. Something I wanted to point out before I forget, in honor of my wonderful African ladies, every time I go to Africa and I help them, they are so generous and they give me gifts. And today I'm wearing a dress that, and I know with the video you can't see it very well, but it's a handmade dress from one of the ladies, and that was her business. She is a seamstress, and she's incredible. When I arrived, she took my measurements, and then the next day had this beautiful dress ready for me. And then the beads that I'm wearing, the necklace that I'm wearing, are made not by a group of women that I have personally worked with, but one of my clients brought these as a gift to me. It's a group of women who actually make these beads that look like stones. They actually make them out of printed, colorful magazine paper. And they, when the magazines are recycled, there's a group here in the U.S. that sends them to them in Africa, and they tear them into tiny strips, and with a special adhesive glue shellac product that they make naturally over there, they roll this paper and form these gorgeous beads. And it's just, I love celebrating them and the work that they do, and taking the work of their hands and turning it into something that benefits all the people around them. So I wanted to point out that today I'm displaying some of their handiwork.
Nice. Well, I saw your dress as soon as you got on the camera. It's very striking, so I imagine...
They're very colorful. They
very beautiful.
They like a lot of color.
And, you know, that's got to be so rewarding for you to go there and you know, help someone like that where you're potentially literally taking them from fighting to survive to creating a comfort in their lives, knowing they're going to have enough food or shelter or whatever by creating a business, creating a micro-enterprise, and then getting some sound strategies that are going to allow them to create something both profitable and sustainable. I mean, that's got to be very rewarding.
You know, it is very rewarding, and it has become one of my life goals, life dreams, and I'm so excited that I have the opportunity to be involved in it. And yet just as rewarding, and I want to encourage everyone with this, that no matter where you are, I have the opportunity, and I love to go to Africa, and very soon looking forward to going to northern India and doing the same thing there with a group of women. But it's just as important, and we should never lose sight of the fact that although some of the things we've been talking about are very basic, and they didn't cost us any money. You know, everybody can leave this call today and implement something that we've talked about, and it won't cost a dime. Yet it will bring in and enhance the business to create better income for the individual, as well as a better service product to those in the community. And it's just as important for us to identify and realize that there are people all around us that we can get involved in their lives. We can make a difference in our community. That's, again, just a kind of step up on my soapbox. My big thing is to teach women and men, everybody, what true wealth is. Wealth is not measured by the assets in your bank account. Wealth is all about community and family and the emotional and intellectual components of who you are, and enhancing and giving back to the world around you. And that's something we can all do, whether we get to go to Africa or India to do it, or we do it right here in our own backyard. It's just as important, and it's just as vital, and it changes our world.
Well said. You know, I know that you're you're a fan of pay it forward strategy, right? About and you know, if more people, if we adopted that, you know, just looking out there saying, how can I make somebody's life better today? How can I contribute to somebody out there, you know? And, well, what the heck, life is good there, huh?